Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. Colliding here today, two top 25 teams having tremendous seasons set to battle it out against one another. As we'll see, the number 19 team in the country, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on the second-ranked team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Wildcats will kick it away to start us off. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So Ohio State's offense comes on the field first today. Here comes that star wide receiver with the swag that kind of rubs opponents the wrong way, Kirk, because he's saying, I don't care who you are, I'm going to embarrass you today.
Well, Chris, there's a rumor that this guy actually DMs the opposing corners before the game that he's going to go up against, as if to say, hey, it's going to be a long day for you today. But the wild thing is he actually comes out and single-handedly unravels defenses to the point that by the end, it looks like he's in the heads of the opposing secondary.
Incompletion makes it second down. Scanning the field, it's Howard. Quick throw to his receiver. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big gain.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Buckeyes will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's what we call assignment football by the defense. They took away the back inside, and there's a perfect play to be able to stop an athletic quarterback on the option.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Looking to pass here on second down. Makes the grab. Can he get there? Tackle at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
So here we go. Third down. Defense needs a stop here. Try to force a field goal attempt. Off target with the throw, incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. They've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So now on comes the field goal unit. Distance will be 23 yards, a chip shot. Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Return begins inside the 10. Tackle at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. So Kansas State's offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
Oh, and it's dropped. A chance for a big play here in the early going, but some jitters on the part of that receiver. An incompletion makes it 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Johnson. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable 3rd down play for the offense. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. And the Wildcats will line up to kick it away. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? They'll feed the back again. That run moves the ball across the 40.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Offense facing a 3rd and short from the 41. Can they make the first down and avoid a tricky 4th down decision? Caught over the middle. It's Abuka. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go.
Well, a quick short throw here, not able to convert for the first down. You'd love to see that route maybe a little bit deeper to give yourself a better chance, but they come up a little bit short. So now it's decision-making time for the coach. I'd be shocked if they didn't go for it.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. See if he can make something happen with the return. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Wildcats offense back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Hands off to the left. Finds room at the 30. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
So quickly, all the way up to the 36, and it's first down. And he's got it again. That run moves the ball across the 40.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable 3rd down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Receiver in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Offense facing a 3rd and short from the 41. Can they make the first down and avoid a tricky 4th down decision? Grab made by the tight end, and the gain just good enough for a first down.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
Going for a big play downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Wildcats.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And now the try here for the extra point. PAT makes the score 7-3. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Fields it just outside the goal line. He stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Dropping back, it's Howard. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Tackle made after a big gain.
Boy, another great throw and catch here by the Buckeyes, and it just makes you think back how far this offense has come from the days of being known of 3 yards in a cloud of dust to now being one of the more efficient passing offenses in the country. Year after year, you go back to Cardell Jones and J.T. Barrett, all the way back to Troy Smith, and most recently with C.J. Stroud and Justin Fields. Just another great quarterback that we're watching here today for the Buckeyes.
Caught behind the line. It's Henderson. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball to 44.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
The Buckeyes begin a new series here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Now it's 2nd down here. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
The key here to me, Chris, is the receiver runs a precise route, and the timing is impeccable. Quarterback cannot hesitate, because if he does, it could be pick 6 going the other way.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Well, that's just textbook right there. Great timing and recognition by the quarterback. Great route by this receiver. He gave a nice stem to the outside before he went to the post. Perfect timing, tough to defend, and an easy touchdown for this offense.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The PAT puts them up 3. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Kansas State offense is back out on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? And the ball on the ground. Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover.
I get being upset at the ball carrier for coughing up the ball, but let's not ignore how big of a hit that was. Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defender for making a great play.
The offense will begin now with excellent field position. Looking to throw it on first down. And they heave it deep downfield. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Back to pass. It's Howard looking for the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal yardage to the 9. They still cannot stop this receiver. We're here in the first quarter. He's already got 100-plus receiving yards.
This guy is big time and living up to the hype. I mean, you and I both knew coming in that they had to be able to slow him down. Who expected this guy to have over 100 yards receiving in the first quarter?
Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second and goal for the offense. Here's a run to the left looking for the touchdown. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
Here we go. Third and goal coming up. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point try coming now. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And they've got the returner corralled. Okay, the K-State offense is back out on the field now. Had fumbled in the last possession, set up a touchdown. Can they bounce back from that costly error here? It's a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9 coming up.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Looking to pass, it's Johnson. And here comes a deep shot. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
The Wildcats looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Well, Ohio State has the lead here, Kirk. Solid performance so far, creating some separation. Here's the first quarter stats. We'll see if this game gets out of hand before halftime, the crucial second quarter beginning right now. Takes the ball and heads to the left. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Catch made on the out route. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary. And they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
Crucial 3rd down play coming up after that run. And they hand it off to the back. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
They'll kick it away here. And no chance for a return as the punch sails out of bounds. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Third down coming up after that running play. It's a run. Running back's got it. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Wildcats offense back out on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Quarterback will throw it off the one pass option. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
And the Wildcats hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. Trying to find some room. It's Giddens. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another 3rd down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
The linebacker shifting around now. An important 3rd down attempt for this offense. Dropping back. It's Johnson. Receiver makes the catch. They'll bring him down, but the spin cycle put on that defender, my goodness.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Kansas State getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. And they stay ahead of the sticks.
Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Quick completion to the tight end. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Good job of reading the blitz here by the quarterback, and it doesn't matter where it's coming from. The tight end knows that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an outlet. Anytime you see that kind of pressure, those extra bodies are starting to come after the quarterback. Quarterback's going to turn and get the ball out of his hands quickly, this time to the tight end for the first down.
They'll run it here. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Toss play to the outside. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. He's escaping the pocket now. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and then pick up the first down.
They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And it's complete downfield. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Always have to be careful on the sideline not to step out accidentally. The wide receiver does a good job here on the route to bring the ball in while on a tightrope.
The Wildcats come to the line in the hurry-up. In the red area, it's Edwards. Here comes the up-tempo offense. Takes the handoff. It's Edwards. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
3rd and very long. Can they make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions this drive? Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And they bring the excellent outside linebacker off the edge, Kirk, for the sack that time.
Yeah, he's got great length and great speed, and a blitz like this, you just overwhelm the offensive line. They bring one more than they can handle up front. You can't account for everybody. The quarterback, all he can do is eat it.
So here on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. And that is no good. After the miss, they're still down by 10.
Yeah, it's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they're moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown at the very least, 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. Oh, what a move. And the second effort there will earn him the first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Just a small gain, looking at 2nd and 9.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option.
I'll give them credit, they didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
Second down after that previous play. Option look. It's Howard. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
Well, there's just so many things happening on these read option plays, and they happen fast. This defense has done a good job of trying to prevent this quarterback from hitting the big play. He gets some yards here, but at least he didn't get out for a big gainer.
The offense now looking at a 3rd and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. To throw, it's Howard. The pocket breaking down. The freshman making an impact play there.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Buckeyes will bring their punt team on the field now. It's the 2-minute warning. We've got a blowout developing here before halftime. Punt team ready to boot it away. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Kansas State offense is back out on the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. First down, looking to throw the football. Grab behind the line. It's Giddens. He's going to lose yardage there. Forced out of bounds. Great play by the defense. The loss sets up a 2nd and long from the 20. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Here's the throw deep downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
So from their own 20, they move the ball all the way to the red zone. Great scoring opportunity here. Grab down the middle. It's Brown.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Back to throw. It's Johnson. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Tackled after the completion down at the 1-yard line. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. Here we go. 1st and goal. A touchdown here gets him right back into this game. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Kansas State.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. We're in the second quarter. It's a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
And they'll set up for the PAT. PAT is good. They still trail, though. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They've got to be pleased with their performance here in the first half. Let's see if they just play it cautious and get to the break in front. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here.
I can see what the quarterback's trying to do here, Chris, and he gets the completion, but just no gain. There's just no room to go after the catch.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. That now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Caught over the middle. It's Abuka. Stopped at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
First down and 10 now. To throw, it's Howard. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
Pass complete. It's second down now. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And he's got his man open downfield. Big play across midfield. They'll spot it near the 36. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. The Buckeyes will have first and 10 here. And he drops back in the gun. He's got it near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Turn starts inside the 15. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Gonna run it. It's Giddens. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. At the 10 now. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Well, they roll the dice here, call that play, and it works out. They get points on the board. They cut into the lead. Now you got a ton of momentum going in at halftime to make some adjustments and come out feeling that you can come back and win this game.
And they'll set up for the PAT. PAT is good. They draw within 3, 24-21. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone inside that stadium to take a deep breath and digest what we just saw. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to two of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. Either way, it's time to find out. Back to the best in the biz for the start of this third quarter.
The Buckeyes will kick this away to get the second half going. He'll return it from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Okay, the K-State offense is back out on the field now. To throw, it's Johnson. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
We'll take a deep shot here. But this one is broken up, falls incomplete.
When they come out firing here to start this second half, they didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
2nd and 10 here. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Finds his man. It's Giddens. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. And he pulls in the catch. In a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's 3rd down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
This Kansas State offense is quickly moving down the field. Grab down the middle. It's Johnson. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
The offense continuing to build momentum. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Johnson. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
That sack makes it 2nd down and forever. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Finds an open target on the left side. They bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the first down.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and if you go play action, it affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Gets rid of it on the move. The ball is caught. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense.
You know, it's 3rd down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the first down.
And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And that will tie the game here.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Play action fake, looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. Works downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Just another great example, Chris, of an Ohio State quarterback and receiver combination being so dangerous. Think about it, over the last 8 or 10 years, I think Ohio State has been as consistent as anybody when it comes to the passing game and the efficiency that comes with it.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. It's an out route, the catch made. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Buckeyes starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Trying to find room. It's Henderson. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
You make the tackle, but that's an excellent game. Moves the ball to the 33.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Good enough for first down yardage.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Buckeyes are in the red zone. Looking to throw it from the red zone. That's reeled in. It's Smith. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And they'll give it to the back. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Well within field goal range now, but they're hoping for more as they line up here on third down. Back to throw. It's Howard. He's got it right near the end zone. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a first and goal now.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback. And this
touchdown, Ohio State. That puts them on top in the second half.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
And they get set now to try the PAT. PAT puts them in front by 7. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. Coverage team brings down the returner. And the Wildcats offense back out on the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Here's the second down play. Dropping back, it's Johnson. This time it's complete.
The second down pass complete to the wide. Tackle is made at the 19. Brings up third.
Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Caught near the sticks. It's Johnson. They keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
And the Wildcats looking to run some tempo here. Play action here on first down. Makes a quick catch. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle is finally made, but it's down at the 28-yard line.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
The Wildcats pick up enough yards to move the sticks. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Lets it go quickly. Caught near the goal line. And he's down at the 3-yard line. That last catch, Kirk, puts him over 150 receiving yards in the game. Let's start checking the record books. This guy's making a push.
Yeah, it really doesn't matter what the defensive coordinator calls, whether they play man, whether they play zone. The quarterback has been able to find this guy all day long for such a huge day.
Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Kansas State. They just keep feeding the running back the rock, and they cannot stop him. Another touchdown.
This running back is having a career game here today. And, you know, the defense, they've had the entire first half, halftime, to try to come up with some adjustments. Nothing that they are coming up with is working. On this offense, continue to give this back more chances.
Here comes the point after attempt. He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the third period. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss,
You throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
And he's brought down, but they move backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Just a really good job by the corner here, recognizing this wide receiver screen. Because he was so quick to react, when the receiver makes the catch, he's right there to make that tackle.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. We get to the end of 3. It's been a tremendous competitive battle, Kirk, as we check out some of the stats so far. And let's see how this one unfolds in the final quarter set to get underway. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own, looking for a deep completion. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Returner choosing to field this one. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Kansas State offense is back out on the field. On the ground, it's Giddens. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Oh, it's a reverse. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Well, the backside rules for a defense against the run are to check for the cutback, the counter, or a reverse. That time they stayed home and were in perfect position. Were able to stop that reverse in its track.
Getting set. Here's second down. Scanning the field. It's Johnson. Lets it fly to the wideout. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Offense facing a third and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on third down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk. But with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on fourth and long.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. We'll see if he can make a play on this return. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. We go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Now, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Important second down play coming up. He'll hand it off. A quick juke. Tackled up near midfield at the 48.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. The Buckeyes churn out another first down.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
Buckeyes have 1st and 10 here. It's a shotgun run call. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. QB decides to keep it here. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Man, every single time this guy runs the option, you're kind of like holding your breath, wondering if he's going to break a tackle or get out into the open field and use his speed. He picks up some yards here, but let's see if this defense can keep putting pressure on him and not letting him get out into the open.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Oh, a nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Oof. The risk of throwing on 3rd and short. Lots of second guessing going over on that sideline about that play call. You got to wonder if they're going to go for it anyway on 4th down, but what will be the play call?
The Buckeyes bring their punt team onto the field. And the kick angles out of bounds, so no return possible here. Okay, the K-State offense is back out on the field now. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Back to pass. It's Johnson. And the pass is complete to the tight end. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
A new set of downs after that completion. A quick throw out left, complete.
Boy, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. On the run, it's Giddens. Brought down, it crosses midfield to the 46.
Just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
They continue to march toward a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Looks right for a quick completion. And they get him down after the completion. Second down after that run on the previous play. Gives it to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Critical 3rd down play for this offense right here. Looking to pass. It's Johnson. Throws to the tight end. Here's a wide open receiver, complete. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
He'll hand it off. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
Well, I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Kansas State now operating in the red zone. Ball handed off. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that 1st down marker. So here we go. Down 1 score. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Looking for some space. It's Giddens. Touchdown, Wildcats. This offense is still clicking.
Wait, Chris, 1, 2, 3. This is his 4th rushing touchdown in this game alone. This guy has a chance to not only be player of the game, maybe player of the week in the whole sport.
Now the try here for the extra point. The PAT is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. And the big numbers just continue to pile up for this quarterback. That's more than 400 passing yards in the game now, Kirk.
Chris, this defense has tried everything to slow him down, and nothing has worked. Whether they play zone or man, they blitz to try to put pressure. Anything to get him out of his rhythm has not been able to work because of the way this guy's been able to read coverage and get the ball out of his hands quickly, and the results have been a monster day.
And that's the 2-minute warning here as we set up for a close, dramatic finish to this one. Second down play coming up. Looking to throw. It's Howard. Quick throw to his receiver. He's got a man down the middle. Big gain. Moves the ball into enemy territory. They'll spot it down here to the 31.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example that he's up to.
The Buckeyes lining up here on 1st and 10. The shotgun handoff here. Finding space at the 20. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Buckeyes are in the red zone. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half.
Positive yards at this point in the game are always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of a field goal to take the lead. But if I'm this offensive coordinator and quarterback, I'm thinking about a touchdown here late in the game.
And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Here's the handoff. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. So on fourth down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. Long enough and good. That puts him in the lead in the final couple of minutes.
But there's nothing more impressive to me than a kicker that can come through in the clutch. Gives them the lead here in the fourth quarter, but there's still time left for a final drive, so their defense will have to step up.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Wildcats offense back out on the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Caught over the middle. It's Brown.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a second or third option. He gets positive yards, but anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Dropping back, it's Johnson. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
So it's a first down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. The offense spikes the ball here, looking to preserve as much clock as they can. They've got to get points quickly here, looking for explosive plays right now. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. That's reeled in. It's Giddens.
Chris, look at the clock here. We're under a minute to play, and it's a completion, but it's not very effective. The defense's job is to just keep everything in front of them. The offense has got to come up with different ways to manipulate that coverage and take some shots downfield.
The clock is still running. Off to hurry up here, but it's a crucial third down. And he spikes it to stop the clock. Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. Crucial play here. They go to the air. And he finds his target. He has the first. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going.